Infrared there, and a pretty standard comp coming out from Chewits.
Yeah, pretty much what you'd expect, having 2 tri-strikes on the side of Chewits and also the squeezer as the gameplay cuts out for a second. But we get straight back into it, as an Infrared are also going to have an inkjet on the side from Jasmine with that rapid deco.
First cooler's out from Infrared here, as Nitro, it was Jakey, I'm going to keep calling him Nitro. Jakey goes down, and he's fighting Chris 3 on the left side. They have no one taking the 2 is in left 3. They're just going to get a pinch battle here. Jakey jumps out, so Jakey jumps in, Jasmine dies, Jakey dies. That's not a good start there for Infrared.
Chano had a great flank on that left side to immediately get the first pick into court, and then the strikes had such great usage to get Chewits this early mid control and win that early team fight, as strikes will come out once again for Chano, looking to stall Infrared from coming back into the zone, as Jasmine will use that inkjet, but will there be follow-up? Chris looks to deny the opportunity with the Zuka, as Chano will fall, but the members of Infrared won't just yet. Jasmine is looking to go back in with the rest of her teammates and the ink strike, as Infrared have numbers.
2 went down for Chewits there, and the last 2 were by the pencil really far back on Samus in the left street, so there's a free zone cap here for Infrared. As we see Jasmine here, using the rapid, trying to poke people out on the left side. 2 go down on the side of Infrared here. They're gonna get pushed back quite far. Jasmine backs up. The zone neutral once again. Jakey trades out. It's a 2v2 now on the field. Jasmine pops the inkjet, they hold the zone on Infrared.
Yep, and Infrared will look to just expand their map control and expand the amount of time they can hold in this zone, as Chewits look to retaliate immediately as they pop the strike and the Zuka going in. Jess has to get forced to the left here, as Chano looking to paint the zone, as Jasmine is stuck between a rock and a hard place. As Infrared are going to try to salvage as much as they can from the resources they have, as they look to go back in soon. Tri-strike is going to be online as well. They get thrown, but the bomb will take them out. Chewits get the first kill out of the stalemate, and they will look to continue going forward. But
oh, hang on, we can't see the screen, so
I have audio, I have gameplay.
There we go. One of us. Okay, Jess is killed. I don't know who that was that killed. Jess has got a pick there. Infrared are in control of the zone. Gets one with the Zuka. There's another one on the block. Are they going to fire another shot? Yes, they are. Gets the pick on Chris 3. It's 2 down now for Chewits Mafia. The bomb is thrown over the canopy. It's a really good hold. They're probably going to get lead here.
Yep, Infrared don't have the lead yet, but their penalty is not going to last much longer. Chewits have their specials once again. They're throwing them in, but are they close enough to capitalize? The strikes will not insta-cap. They will. Finally, as Jasmine gets forced to jump out, will live. Samage on the right flank. Will he be able to find anything? Not yet. The inkjet comes out from Infrared. Chano flanking the left side, looking to get the kills for Chewits to get the space to go forward. However, Chewits have the first player to fall. They have a tactical as well, but that's not going to be any use when you only have one other player left on your team. The tactical will come out for Chewits to try and keep this mid-fight going. Ips stalls with the damage, not able to get the kill. Chano will be decimated on his jump in, and Infrared looks to keep going.
I'm noticing that Chewits Mafia are struggling to get the picks on their retakes. They're just kind of letting at least 2 of the players.
Chris!
I say that. Infrared goes 2 down. Chewits Mafia are going to retake the zone here and get a load of map control.
Chris with the heroic Tri-Zuka, getting 2 in a single shot. And now Chewits, as that Zuka got so much impact, they're going to have strikes early on for this defense. That's going to be big
penalty as well.
In terms of the specials they have, the tactical as well. That means the Slayers are going to be free to take the fights they want. Chris jumping back into the zone. Chewits are all in the same spot here. Samage gets caught by Andy, and now Infrared are going to want to walk forward. Chewits don't have the leaves yet, but they're close. The zone will flip to Infrared. They will keep control in the last minute and 15 seconds. Chano taken down as well. Chewits have no map control, and they need to get a final push soon.
Chewits does have the strikes ready. They've got all players alive as well. I think Chano died with Cooler there, so there will be more strikes coming very shortly. Another Cooler is popped now. One goes down on Infrared. The strikes are thrown on zone. There's a rapid on right side. One goes down, another one jumps out. This is the control that Chewits need. Oh, never mind. 2 go down on Chewits Mafia. 3 go down.
It looked perfect for Chewits, but Jasmine able to get a kill and stay alive. Infrared somehow managed to jump back in and keep their numbers. They don't have the zone yet, but keeping it neutral, keeping it flipping it back and forth is exactly what they need, because Chewits still have penalty. Infrared have the zone, and they almost have an inkjet. Andy going so far forward, but manages to live. Jess, however, will not. Gets punished. The strike's forced to jump out. It's only 2 members of Infrared left in the zone, as the Zuka's going to come out. Is going to keep pressurizing them. Infrared are going to be forced back, and Chewits have to stay fighting, as Chano will go deep deeper. He will not find a second for his efforts, though, as the Inkjet and the Zuka immediately come out. Will Infrared be able to flip this zone? It's all of Jewett being pushed back as Chano will fight in the zone for his life, but the strikes will come out. 4 seconds left, and it's looking like game 1 is going to go to Infrared.
Oh my. I'm not going to lie, one thing I was noticing during that game a lot is that Stewards were struggling to get picks on Infrared in their retakes. They would just back up, have the specials ready, and just immediately be able to take it back again. Apart from times they got doubles with Zukas or doubles with strikes, it was just an almost insta-flip back toward Infrared.
Yeah, also, from what I saw, like, Chewits got so many good retakes, but when they just had to hold the zone, it felt like Infrared, whenever they wanted to go back in, they were just able to. Both teams had pretty good resource management for those retakes, but again, those holds from Infrared were better. They were the ones to find those advantages when Chewit were trying to come back into the zone.
I think also doesn't help that the fact that Infrared has a practically double backline here. They've got a heavy hitter and a rapid deco.
Yeah.
So they're spamming inkjets and spamming coolers, and they don't have an answer for it yet.
Yeah, both weapons that are sort of able to shred you or shut you down if you want to go aggro, but also ones that are very mobile in themselves. So it gives you a lot of versatility in terms of how you want to play the map. Usually not the most conventional picks on Zone's Haggle, but they made it work because being active on the map is sort of what Chewits want to do. And then if you have weapons that can do that, but also shut you down at the same time, it gives you an opportunity to just play Chewits' game, but better. And that's what Infrared took to them in that map.
Yeah, I agree. We are waiting for a counter pick now from Chewits Mafia. So the early lead goes to Infrared. I'm not really sure what Chewits are going to pick here because it's kind of a. We know what Infrared can pull out. They can pull out a double blaster. They can pull out a bucket as well. They can pull out a dynamo. So they're quite versatile, and they'll probably want to avoid the AoE maps as well.
I think something that Chewits were picking several times yesterday was Rainmaker Scourge.
Okay.
I believe they were victorious on that. I'm not sure of their full win record on it. It'll be interesting to see whether they go with the comfort picks that they've already been counter-picking in this tournament that their opponents will likely be aware of, or whether they're going to go for something new, something else that they like within the pool that they feel they're going to have a good opportunity to win on. And I'm just thinking which modes will favor each team, because
I think tower control definitely for Infrared, just based on the fact they got double blaster, dynamo, bucket, and they can just flex quite
and a rapid blaster, you know.
So it's. I think they don't want to go to tower control. I'm going to guess probably Rainmaker or Clams, or they can bring it back to zones, because they know that was quite close. That was quite a close game, to be fair.
Yeah, I feel like
it was just Hagglefish Market just allowing them to retreat, or Infrared to retreat very quickly and just continuously spam retakes back. So, you know, I think zones could still work for them. Maybe not right now. I don't think it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
I think bring them to somewhere they're weak or bring somewhere you're strong. But we'll see.
Yeah, it will definitely be map specific with zones, I think. But I agree with what you say in terms of, you know, tower control. And then I say, like, you know, map dependent on the zones map. It seems like it will just be in favor of Infrared if the gameplay goes a similar way to how it did there. But we are going to be going to Rainmaker, and it's going to be on Undertow Spillway from the choice of Chewits.
That's
what do you make of this pick?
I think that's bold. I don't think Rainmaker's bold. I think Undertow's bold. Because that's also quite a good AoE map, at least from my experience. So you're picking an AoE map on a mode that they may not be as good at. I think it's probably going to be quite even, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think Chewits probably also know much better how to play the map, just based on experience as well. So we'll see what happens. We're very close already. Everyone's immediately readied up, so probably not expecting too many comp changes.
I think the ranges of these comps are going to even out a lot, because this is going to be a map where Ips is very likely going to head over to that ends up, where, you know, he's also able to perform on that, and he does a very good job at surviving. Like, especially, I know he's going to be on Zap this map, but when you're on Sniper, it's a balance of surviving as much as you can whilst also exerting as much pressure as you can. And it's a similar thing just on any, you know, support special in this series or tactical in Splatoon 3. But we are going straight into game number 2, and Andy will be on his signature Dynamo roller as we head into Undertow. Chris is going to go to that foil squeezer also, as we do see the backless comp come out from Chewits. And both teams are going to head straight into
Gambit on the squeezer. Interesting. I think they're going to go really aggressive here on the opening. Chewits wants to win this opening really badly here. Dynamo out on Infrared as well. That's what I mean when I said they have a lot of AoE. They've got 3 AoE weapons on their team. 1 goes down on each team already. and 2 Zukas gets launched immediately as well. One is, Chano goes down to Jakey. They have not won the opening just yet. It's another trade has happened. Another trade is happening. It's just trade central in mid. It's a 2v2 in mid right now.
There's still players left from both sides. Can Jakey turn the tides, or will Chris be able to stay standing? He's close to his screen, and Chewits are close to some specials, but he gets poked by that Rapid Lord Force. Not enter just yet, as Chewits, both sides soon, are going to have a stack of specials that should be thrown out very soon. Andy coming over this left side with the Dynamo, takes out Chris, and now Infrared should be able to pinch Chewits moving forward. The Chano will just run with the Rainmaker. He's not going to allow Infrared to have that push. I thought he was going to get to the checkpoint for a second, but he just manages to stall, so Infrared will not be able to have an insta-push.
I think Chris has lost opening Gambit, by the way. I think the gamble didn't work. As we see, he ties in, trying to push right side. Everyone loads of Rainmaker shots. I think the special is going to be out soon. Hang on, the Game Jet. Chris jumps out. Jet is out for Jasmine. Is he going to be able to get one? No, it's not. The lead is taken. Checkpoint is broken through. 2 go down. 3 go down.
Jakey!
Chano has to jump out. Rain's going to get hooked again. They're going to massive push here. Jess picks up the Rain. He's going to run forward. No, he's going to stall it out. On the left side. Runs forward the point. Strikes come out for Chewits Mafia. Rain goes down 28. That's quite a good push from the start.
Infrared are looking to continue domination as Jakey just continues getting kills in their sports with no support at all, just individual brilliance, as Andy is still alive under this Rainmaker, but not anymore. Ips will clear him out. 3 members from Infrared are down, and Chewits have a clear path to this left checkpoint that they're going to instantly run for. Will Infrared be able to get there in time to stop them? Chano's not immediately going to the checkpoint. Will that come to bite them back? No. The Duke comes out from Samid. He will get a trade. It's 2 for 2. Chano and Chris against Jess and Jakey. Who will be able to be victorious? Jess on the flank, won't find anything as Jakey is close to those strikes, and so are Chewits as Chano throws out his.
Smidge goes down, Samish goes down there, but the strikes are out. Andy lives, dies to the bomb, never mind. On the top left, the Rain is now picked up by Ips. 2 go down for Infrared. This could be big. 3 go down for Infrared. It's just Jess. Chano is fighting Jess. The lead is taken for Chewits Mafia. Are they going to be able to KO the game? Yes, they are. Game 2 goes to Chewits Mafia.
Infrared panicking at the end. 2 players getting picked off separately, just going a bit too early, trying to shut down that Rainmaker. And Chewits are able to bring it back in such Rainmaker undertow fashion.
I thought Infrared would be able to hold it there, to be honest. When it was a 2v2, I thought they would be able to just not do anything. I also thought that they would, I thought Chewits' push would fizzle out very quick when Samage died. But no, a bomb took out Jakey, a bomb took out Andy as well, and the strikes got thrown, the screen got thrown, and that was pretty much it. Chano ran in, killed the last 2, game over.
Yeah, that choke point on towards the final stretch of undertow is so hard to get through, especially on the, well, I mean, the right side is almost even harder, but especially on the left side, it's such a hard choke point to go through. But once you break through it, it's not like you're going to get below 20, you're going to get below 10, you're almost going to get a knockout every time. So that was such a just crucial cohesion at the end from Chewits, and that's massive for their chances in this series, because if you went down 0-2, not only is that just such a big deficit in the series, but also a big dent in your confidence.
You're now in an effective best of 3 from now on, starting on an Infrared counter pick, and they've counter picked tower control on ship-shaped cargo code. So this is what I mean when I say they're trying to pick an AoE. I said tower control issue would be a really good favored mode for them, and they seem to be playing quite quickly into that. Interesting with ship shape, that's not the best AoE map in the world, and they seem to be leaning very heavy into that. I'm interested to see what they're going to cook up for this one.
Yeah, I mean, you do have the grates in the open areas, which can be good for Rapid, but you could also say the same for Sniper Rifle. Because when you give that weapon a bunch of angles to just capitalize on you having poor positioning, it can make it very difficult to play the game. Especially against a pencil player that takes opportunity at that. So it's going to be interesting to see. Infrared, I don't expect them really to change their comps up too much. I expect to see the heavy edit and the rapid progress.
You see that, they ready it up very quickly, so you might be right.
Yeah, because those weapons individually are very good on this map. It's just how are these comps going to match up in this game 3?
Do you see the double blaster I was talking about? They brought out the vanilla blast and they brought out the rapid. Everything else stays the same for Infrared. And it's a T-Tech for Samage there, so they've gone double strike on that side. And also opening down with vanilla squeezer. Bring up Chris 3 here. As you can see, the first pick goes down very quick. When another one jumps out, there's 2 down immediately for Infrared.
Oh, Chewits Mafia going to be able to run in here. Chano runs into the top right. Is he able to get one pick? Another one jumps out. One's jumping in as well. 2v2 on the field here. Are we going to be able to see anyone get any more picks here? No, Ips does start riding the tower, and first push is going to go towards Chewits.
Infrared are forced away from middle in the opening engagement. Jakey still looking to find something on this right side as Chewits is going to throw out those ink strikes. And Chano moving forward. Does he have support? Yes, he does from the player above him, but so does Jakey as 3 members from Infrared jump on Chano. And now there's 2 still close to middle as Chris will find one and be able to back out and has that Zuka available. Infrared losing numbers right back and forth in middle as no team has gotten a big push yet, but Chewits look to start one right now.
I think the team is trying to play into the snowballing right now. They're not winning in mid, but the moment they can get control, this game could end immediately on that note. Chano runs into Plat. Guys, maybe Chris does also run into Plat. It's 2 down for Infrared here. Chris has control top left. They're going to get the first check and maybe towards second here. First strikes go out from Infrared. Are we going to be able to go? Jakey goes down as well. Chris has full control of the top left. Jess is going to fight Chris. Everyone's going to fight Chris. They're not able to move Chris at all though. Chris finally has to drop. It's a 3v3, but the Rainmaker's power is already at the second checkpoint.
The Chewits members being so deep in their spawn. Infrared want to turn their attention to court, but the Chewits members have been so far up that they've had so much space to get that tower down to 20 due to Chano and Chris pushing so far, gaining so much control, and they're going to look to retain mid-control right now as Chris will have some players behind him, but Infrared have all 4 coming into middle as that tactical has already been popped, and so will the Inkjet, but 2 members fall in middle as 3 from Chewits are on this left side, and Jasmine is not able to get a kill with the Inkjet. Will the landing die? It surely will. And Chewits are holding on for now as they will engage onto this left side, and Brutella and Infrared are on the back foot.
Crucially, Chewits did not manage to break that second checkpoint. They still need to break through that, which could be huge for Rail on our defense here. But I say that, Infrared go 2 down. Chano is going to run the top left here and fight Chess. Is he going to get the pick? Yes, they are 3 down now. It's just Nitro. Nitro is down. It's now that's a full wipe. They have no specials for Infrared. Chris 3 does go down as well. And he's going to be able to fire the tower. The checkpoint is broken. This could become a KO. First pick goes down. The tower, there's no one on the tower. It's a complete brawl right now on the top left. And he's going to fight Ips. Ips is going to defend. Ips is holding on top left with Pencil. Finally goes down. Infrared successfully defends again. Jakey gets another one in mid.
Chano maybe fighting too early in mid as Chewits looked to want to try and contest that, but they didn't have the numbers yet, and Infrared just steamrolling through as they look to take court and more map control of the opposing side, just like Chewits did. Jess dropping down into pit. Will she be vulnerable? Yes, Samage will take them out, and now using those ink strikes, he's going to get rid of this bubble, but the Inkjet from Jasmine, will it be able to find impact for Infrared? No kills, but it may give them space to move into the left side as Chano will be taken down. Now Chris and Samage trying to do anything they can, but Samage will not be able to get anything as Infrared are finally breaking through the checkpoint.
It's with the snowball that they want. Infrared have the snowball, they have all the control in the world right now. It's just a matter of getting more picks on Chewits Mafia as the tower moves toward the second checkpoint. They need to break the second checkpoint and more to get the lead here. Strikes are out, bubbles out as well. Strikes out from both teams here. Loads of people are dying here. No, loads of people are moving here. 2 go down on each side. It's now, oh, never mind, Chewits now only on 2 alive. Jasmine's Inkjet recalls. Samage is going to camp the Inkjet. No, the recall does not get camped. Infrared have all the control. They also have tower. Strikes are thrown. Infrared go 3 down. It's just Jasmine alive. Is she going to be able to get a pick? Yes, she is. She's going to be able to kill one more. She's stalling them out very heavily right now. Is she going to get Chano? Yes, she is. Jasmine is soloing with the rapid deco in close range and is stalled at Chewits. Another chance for the retake.
And that's huge for setting up Infrared for their next and most likely final push, as they don't have to get any work to take back middle as they already have it. Now close to all 4 specials, but so will Chewits as they are about to have 3. Which ones are going to be used first? If Infrared use those there's too early, it could be an easy defense for Chewits as Samage pushing the threat of pushing through court as Jasmine will move on to this left side. Distracted shots from the Zuka as specials and now coming out from Infrared. These need to find kills, but it's a trade. Jakey not able to find one as 3 have died from Infrared. There will be jumps back in, so Jess needs to live, and she will for now, getting Samage, but there's 10 seconds left. And Chewits have the GG strikes online. They will be able to dive when the tower moves soon, close to their base. Jasmine trying to take the attention of 3 players on that left side. Chano being solo on the right, but he holds it down. The Inkjet going down, but Chris is running in with those tri-strikes, and Chewits will take the lead in this best of 5.
They won on Infrared's counter pick, which is absolutely perfect for them now. They have to win on their own counter pick to win the set, and Infrared now need to win on Chewit's counter pick, which is incredible for them. One thing I want to mention, Jasmine holding down mid solo with a rapid and winning 2 close-range fights to give them another chance. It didn't unfortunately work, but it gave them another chance to try and get it in overtime.
Yeah, that gave Infrared a lifeline at the end of the game. And if they were able to convert it, that could have been, you know, historic, heroic.
Incredible clutch, but
it could have been crazy.
What could have been.
Unfortunately for the side of Infrared, didn't end up happening. But it's going to be interesting to see what their counter pick is now. And as you mentioned, if it does go to game 5, it's going to have to be on Chewit's pick. And that's, you know, that's a position you want to be in.
I noticed at the end of the game as well, all of Chewit's Mafia were playing really passive to try and just hold themselves alive, keep the specials alive, and just bomb spam their core.
Yeah.
They had the full chance of a retake. They got everyone but Jess down and still held their ground on their plat, on their top left. Did not want to let a single person have a chance of killing them. And that ultimately did let them win the game as well.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, especially on tower control, near the end of the game, you need that discipline.
Yeah.
If you have one member go down, that could lead to, you know, a path of really bad events that are going to lose your team a checkpoint, and then another 10 points, and then, oh, they have the lead. So, Chewit's able to execute what they needed to, staying alive, and obviously specials such as those strikes, even the Trizuka sometimes being a really great tool for just being able to dive that tower at the end is all you need to do. Just touch it once, and then overtime is over if you already had that lead. So, the counter pick may already be in, mainly for Humpback.
I mentioned that they have a very AoE-heavy comp here. And I was surprised they wouldn't want to do this like a more AoE. I was surprised they would do like Mako Mart Tower last game. They seem to have come to their senses and they need to get the map as well for the AoE. So they're probably going to go Dynamo, Double Blaster here. This is a very good pick for Infrared. However, yesterday, we did see Infrared losing on this map because they just did not have the paint to keep themselves going, and their pushes would fizzle out at the first checkpoint. So they need to make sure they have the resources to get through that and actually get toward the goal to be able to win the game.
Yeah, and especially if you don't have all of the resources you want, your special management has to be absolutely on point.
Yeah.
As if you don't have the combos that you need at the right time, it's going to feel almost impossible to break through certain choke points in a map, or even gain the checkpoint, especially on this map, even though it is one of the sort of, I guess, easier ones to get out of certain maps in Rainmaker.
Yeah, I think the thing with this map is the fact it's not the getting the check, it's getting past the check.
Yes.
It's getting through that massive choke point. And yesterday, Infrared showed they aren't very good at doing that with the comp they were running. They were running, I think if I remember correctly, it was a Bucket, Dynamo, Custom Blaster, Rapid Deco.
I think so.
So they'll need to switch something up if they can do that. I don't think the Double Blaster will work here. They need something that can paint the floor, and that was what they were critically lacking yesterday. So, you know, I think the Infrared's got, you know, they know what they need to do. I think Chewits just need to keep doing what they're doing at this point. They have no reason to change. They've got the grace of Game 5 as well. So they're definitely not on the back foot. They're going to be basically trying to win the game now. And it doesn't matter if they lose.
Yeah, and you mentioned Infrared struggling to get past that choke point. Sometimes you need a weapon to run in there that can sort of self-sustain itself and have a decent amount of range, so you're able to fight against that top right side, the height advantage, and also further forward. As we're going to see the competitions come out here, we do see a Vanilla Tri-Slosher, which also has that Inkjet and the Toxic Mist, which is actually very good on this map mode.
Very, very different comp coming out from Infrared here compared to what they were running yesterday. Also, no backline on either team here. Well, I guess the Dynamo, if you want to count that as a backline.
Yeah.
Toxic Mist out from Jasmine as well is going to be really helpful on their defenses. As we see the first engagements happening in this 3, firing toward the right side. Andy's going to poke top mid with the Dynamo. Is he going to be able to get one? No, he gets picked himself. The first pick goes towards Chewits Mafia. However, Chewits Mafia goes 3 down on their own, and Channel is the last alive. I don't know what happened there. The rain is going to be run toward the first check, and they're immediately going to get checkpoint with no resistance.
Infrared won the 3v3 on the left side, and Jakey got a huge Zuka as well, as Jasmine is going to keep on pressurizing Chewits with that Inkjet finding 2. They're not even able to jump back. They're just taken out immediately. Jess running the Rainmaker down to 24. Will Infrared be able to pop it again? It's only 2 members up, and Chewits have 3 now, so likely not. But a trade, and Andy just getting Chris on the jump down. Chris was too eager to get back into middle, as Andy is going to provide jump ins and that tactical. Infrared could look to keep this going.
incredibly good first push for Infrared. This is exactly what they needed. They have all the resources in the world to defend. If they can just keep this up for the rest of the game, maybe even get another push that's bigger, this would be amazing. However, as we see, Chewits are running towards the first checkpoint here. Are they going to be able to get it? 2 go down for Infrared. Checkpoint is going to be completely free. However, the first of the toxic miss spam is happening. This is what I was talking about. Jasmine is going to keep spamming the miss. It's going to be very difficult for Chewits Mafia to break the check here. And he's going to fight Chano on the rail, gets the trade. But still, they just haven't got the resources to break through the choke point here.
Yeah, Ips does not have enough room to run through just yet, and now that Zuka has gone down, but the Dynamo is still a risk, and this Inkjet gets popped. The cycling of the specials not allowing Chewits to move the Rainmaker forward, as their first push attempt will not be enough to take the lead, but they still have 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, this is what I mean when I said the toxic mismatch. You cannot break through it. It's an absolute nightmare. And it's still happening even on the offense here as Infrared run through toward the left side. Chano does get one with the bomb. He's going to strike the choke point out. That's going to really dislocate everyone. He's actually going to pinch Jasmine and Jakey into the corner. Jakey jumps out. That's a near clear out, but they don't know Jasmine's there. Never mind, Jasmine does finally jump out. Good defense from Chewits Mafia, but it's not over yet for them. They need to get the range toward the right side and through that choke point as soon as possible. And it's not a good start. They've already gone down.
Yeah, but Chewits only have one Zuka available to them right now, which is going to be used, and it's not able to find it yet. Jess, maybe moving in too early, does manage to jump out and keep her life. The Inkjet on the right side. Will it be able to find impact? Savage and Chris finding one with the Zuka as Chewits keep the mid control, but Andy is there somehow. He's going to get removed. And now Chewits, all 4 members diving into Plat, looking to find the kills to open up the space for that Rainmaker. The strikes will be used, but the Zuka will get the kill on the Rainmaker. That's going to slow them down a lot. Samage, will he be able to stay in this position and stay alive? The Rainmaker moving forward, down to 30, and they will not be able to move any further. Infrared close to specials, and so are Chewits, but there's only 2 members standing. However, will the Zuka strike? Right, they have them available, but they're going to wait for their teammates for now. Zuka pop, but so the Rainmaker drops, and so will Jess onto Samage and take him down as he tries to get killed with the special. Chris on this right side alone. Oh, that's too much to handle as Infrared keep the game in their control for now.
I think Infrared are going to have to play much more defense from now on. They know they can defend very well, as they've just shown. The misman was insane there. I don't know if you saw it. Chewits had a moment, missed it, where Jasmine was not alive to throw toxicness, but they just did not move in time. As Jasmine doesn't get the pick, one goes down, Chris 3 does go down for Chewits Mafia. Chano goes down as well. The Rain's on the right. There's no one on defense apart from the respawn. Chew and Chris is alone, defending a 1v4 here. The Zuka's out. It's going to get 1, it's going to get 2. And using the bottom right, poking everyone out. It's not enough to get any more points. However, if anyone taking the Rain is going to be able to get it. No, Chewits do drop it back, and he jumps out. And oh, this could be bad. This could be bad for Infrared.
Infrared had to run forward because there was 20 seconds left on the Rainmaker, but maybe the teammates shouldn't have gone in support. They go 2 down, and then Chewits immediately get middle off the back of that. Infrared have the Zuka though, and they will eliminate the Rainmaker, but the fight deep on Plat. Chano will not be able to get enough to blow Plat wide open for Chewits to go forward. 3 members will still be there. There will still be a fight here as Zuka is available on both sides almost. Chris uses his 1 shot remaining, will force a jump out, but those members are still alive as Infrared pop their Zuka. Will the shot be able to take down the Rainmaker, but they've set up the toxic miss. Will be able to get anything. The Zuka doesn't get the Rainmaker.
Savage gets 3. It's just the Andy, and he's the last alive. Chewits Mafia are going to run in. They get a full white. The flag works. Ips is going to try and tug the Rain here. Is he going to be able to? No, he's not. There's just too much spray on the Rainmaker pedestal. This is awful for Infrared. Jasmine tries to pop Rain. They're 3 down. Jasmine has to pick up Rain. This is the last person. They're still fighting on the plat. Jasmine is completely alone. Chris 3 still on the plat. Go down. Finally, Infrared can get control. However, now it's going to begin again with sharking everywhere. As you can see, Chano is sharking. He's going to go down though. This could be really big. Jasmine has to move the Rain forward here before they get retreat. Okay, it's now a 3v3. We have to score. We don't have the toxic miss either. That was the one saving grace that they had. They don't have it because Jasmine's holding the Rain. They just need to get a pick here. Jess goes down. This could be really bad for Infrared here.
Infrared have limited time and limited resources as their only special online is going to be the Zuka soon. But this Rainmaker has to be able to move forward, but it's going to be so difficult. They'd have to brute force their way to it, have 2 Zukas online. It's almost impossible as they will eliminate the Rainmaker and take the game away from Infrared.
I was mentioning, I saw during that game that I saw someone was flanking on the left side. That wasn't Andy, and it worked beautifully for Chewits Mafia. Caught everyone off guard. It completely wiped their team and gave them the win. practically for free as they ran across the flat with the rain. That was masterful at the end from Chewits Mafia.
Yep. And that's the Chewits you want to see going forward if, you know, you're expecting them or wanting them to make a deep run.
Yeah. That's it for Infrared then.
Yeah.
Infrared are now out of the tourney. They come fourth.
Unfortunately going out, and you know, it's not even like they played poorly.
It's not, no.
Having to have an emergency sub as well. But